Well, hello there, welcome along. Look, there's only 36 days, believe it or not, until the new season all gets underway, and the excitement is growing all the time. Now, we've already had the revealing of the league fixtures in the EFL just a few hours ago, but now it's time to start dreaming of a trip to Wembley Stadium and getting your hands, hopefully, on this shiny trophy. This is the draw for the group stages of the Papa John's Trophy. Delighted to say, joined for the draw by a former Crystal Palace and Republic of Ireland striker Clinton Morrison and ex-Tottenham and England defender Michael Dawson. Gentlemen, great to have you both with us. Looking forward to doing the draw. Just a few questions before we get started. Of course, Clinton, the fixtures are out today. We've seen, well, all the league fixtures are out now, and now we're going to start doing the cup draw as well today. What's it like for a player at this stage of the season as the excitement starts to build? Do you feel like you want another couple of weeks' holiday when the fixtures start going up?
Most definitely. You look forward to the fixtures coming out, but I didn't look forward to pre-season, Pete. So I was one of those, can I just come back for the end of pre-season? But no, it's exciting times. I don't think the players have got enough rest this season, but it's exciting, and there's been some good fixtures that have come out earlier on today. So I'm looking forward to the start of the season.
Yeah, absolutely right. And fans will be watching at home, looking to see who gets put into their draw for this one, Michael. And we've got under-21 teams, 16 of them from Premier League clubs going into the draw at this stage. And it's a great chance for those young players, I suppose, to get a bit of exposure, test themselves at sort of first-team football level.
Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. I think you can play under-21 football, reserve team football, but this is a competition. Competition that gives you an opportunity to go to Wembley. And you test yourself against senior pros, completely different to playing at training grounds. You've got stadiums on a night, surrounding, everything about it gives them an opportunity to go and perform. Can they deal with those kind of pressures? And that's what it's about. And they're also showing that, yes, you're at big Premier League clubs, but might have to step away from that to go on loan, and these teams might be looking at you. So it's a great opportunity for everyone.
Yeah, some top players have emerged from this trophy, actually, so no doubt there'll be more doing that this season. And last season's Papa John's Trophy final was an absolute thriller, wasn't it? We won't forget that one in a long time. And Rotherham scoring a last-minute equaliser before going on to beat Sutton 4-2 after extra time. But there is going to be a new winner this season because Rotherham, of course, have been promoted to the Championship, so they won't be able to defend their title. So it's a chance for someone else. And the 48 EFL teams have already been drawn into 16 groups. So today we're going to be drawing out the invited under-21 clubs into 8 groups from the north and then 8 groups from the south as well. So let's just have a look at the northern section so far. So this has all been done already. As you can see, there is one space in each of those groups there for one of the under-21 Premier League teams to be added to. A couple of names to look out for. Derby County, they're in Group F. Of course, they've had a difficult couple of years, haven't they? They're alongside newly promoted Grimsby Town. Stockport are also making their EFL return. They are in Group C. And have a quick look at the South groups as well. Last season's finalists, Sutton United, they're in Group G. Peterborough, relegated from the Championship last season, they're in Group D. And a couple of Clinton's old teams, Colchester and Exeter, they're in there as well. And a reminder that all EFL clubs will play 2 of their 3 group games at home. So the draw then consists of Clinton picking out a group, so A to H, to work out what group they're going to go into, and then Michael will pick out one of the invited under-21 clubs from the Premier League. So we're going to start, gents, if you're ready, with the northern sections, and we're going to show you the invited teams that Michael will be drawing, and they are from 1 to 8, as you can see. Everton under-21s are number 1, Leeds are 2, Leicester 3, Liverpool are number 4, Manchester City 5, it's 6 for Manchester United, Newcastle United are 7, and Wolves under-21s, they are number 8. Right then, here we go. Good luck, Clinton. Give the balls a stir if you wouldn't mind, just to
here we go, Pete.
Show that they've all been mixed up nice.
There you go, everyone. That's a good old mix. The first one out is E.
Group E, that is Barnsley, Doncaster Rovers and Lincoln City. And Michael, if you wouldn't mind drawing the Premier League under-21 team that's going to be added to that group.
Number 7.
Number 7, that's Newcastle United. So Newcastle United under-21s will take on Barnsley, Doncaster and Lincoln.
G.
OK, thank you, Clinton. We now move on to Group G. Group G is Barrow, Carlisle United and Fleetwood Town, as you can see there on the screen. Michael, if you wouldn't mind drawing the under-21 team that will join them.
Number 6.
Number 6 is Manchester United. So Manchester United will take on Barrow, Carlisle and Fleetwood. They're under-21s, no doubt some top players in that. Clinton, to the next group, please.
B.
B, that is Bolton Wanderers, Crewe Alexandra and Tranmere Rovers. And Michael, if you could add the under-21 team.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Leeds United under-21s, who will take on Bolton, Crewe and Tranmere. Great stuff, guys. We'll move on to the next group.
D.
Group D, that is Accrington Stanley, Rochdale and Salford City. And Michael?
Number 4.
Number 4 is Liverpool. Liverpool under-21s will take on Accrington Stanley, Rochdale and Salford City. OK, Clinton, on to the next group. We've just got 4 to go.
A.
Group A is Harrogate Town, Hartlepool United and Morecambe. And which of the invited teams will they be taking on, Michael?
Number 1.
Number 1 is Everton. So Everton's under-21s will face matches against Harrogate, Hartlepool and Morecambe. We're into the last 3 now. Clinton?
H.
Group H, that is Bradford City, Burton Albion and Sheffield Wednesday. But who will they be taking on, Michael, from the under-21 pool?
Number 3.
Number 3 is Leicester City. So Leicester City will take on Bradford, Burton and Sheffield Wednesday. That's Group H. As we enter our final 2 groups, Clinton.
Group F.
Group F, that is Derby County. You've had a tough time recently, of course. Grimsby Town and Mansfield Town. All of these clubs would love to make it to Wembley to the final. Who do they take on, Michael?
Number 5.
Number 5 is Manchester City's under-21s. Doubtless be a wash of stars. The current Premier League champions, of course. And we have 1 more to go, guys.
Group C.
Group C, our final group is Port Vale, Shrewsbury Town and Stockport County. And that means, Michael, all being well...
I must have... Number 8.
Number 8 indeed, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers under-21. So Wolves take on Port Vale, Shrewsbury and Stockport. Well done, gents. So let's just recap the EFL Trophy North groups as we start to reset ourselves for the southern draw. But Group A there, as you can see, Everton were joined by Harrogate, Hartlepool, Morecambe. Leeds in Group B. Wolves in Group C, Liverpool in Group D, Newcastle into Group E, Manchester City in Group F, Manchester United in Group G, and it was Leicester who were added to Group H. And we move on. We do precisely the same thing, guys. For us, you've made a good start. We're just going to do exactly the same again.
Good warm-up.
For the southern section of the draw. So let's have a look at our groups now, shall we? These were a reminder of the southern groups. As you can see, lots of teams in there to look out for. But make sure you've picked out your team and you can know what group you're in. And then you'll be knowing which of the Premier League invited under-21 teams will be added to your group and who you'll be playing. Should be fascinating to see. And let's just check the invited teams as well and the ball numbers to look out for. Arsenal under-21s are number 1, Aston Villa are number 2, Brighton under-21s are 3, Chelsea are 4, Clinton's former team Crystal Palace are 5, Southampton under-21s are 6, and Michael's former team Tottenham are 7, with West Ham in at number 8. So we can do it again. Clinton, if you wouldn't mind, get us going. Give them a bit of a mix again, please, if you wouldn't mind. And then pick out the first group.
Group A.
Group A, that is Charlton Athletic, Colchester United and Gillingham. And Michael, which of the under-21 teams will be joining them in Group A?
Number 3.
Number 3 is Brighton and Hove Albion. So Brighton join Charlton, Colchester and Gillingham. OK, the next group, Clinton?
D.
Group D, that is Peterborough United, Stevenage and Wycombe Wanderers.
Number 7.
And number 7 is your former team, Michael. Tottenham Hotspur under-21s will take on Peterborough, Stevenage and Wycombe.
Group G.
Group G, that is Oxford United, Leyton Orient and Sutton United. And Michael, who will be joining them from the under-21 invited teams?
Number 4.
Number 4, that is Chelsea's under-21s, another team you would imagine would be full of future stars. They will be joined by Oxford United, Leyton Orient and Sutton.
Group C.
Group C is Cheltenham Town, MK Dons and Walsall. And Michael, if you could pull out the under-21 team that'll be joining those 3 sides.
Number 8.
Number 8, that is West Ham United. So West Ham will be in the group with Cheltenham, MK Dons and Walsall, and a chance for those West Ham under-21s to get a moment in the sunshine in the Papa John's Trophy.
Group H.
Group H, that is Cambridge United, Ipswich Town and Northampton Town. And Michael, they will be joined in their group by...
Number 1.
Number 1, that is Arsenal's under-21s. Arsenal will face Cambridge, Ipswich and Northampton in Group H.
Group E.
Group E, that is Bristol Rovers, Plymouth Argyle and Swindon Town. And who will they be playing, Michael?
Number 5.
And number 5 is Clinton's former team, Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace face games against Bristol Rovers, Plymouth and Swindon.
Group F.
Second last ball there is Group F. That is Exeter City, Forest Green Rovers and Newport County. And 2 to go from the under-21s as well, Michael. So who will be joining Group F?
Number 6.
Number 6, that is Southampton's under-21s will face games against Exeter, Forest Green and Newport. And that should bring us to our final group as well, gentlemen. Clinton, if you could do the honours.
Certainly, Pete. Here we go. Group B.
Group B, indeed, is AFC Wimbledon, Crawley Town and Portsmouth. And all things being correct, they should be playing, Michael.
Number 2.
Indeed, number 2, that is Aston Villa's under-21. So Aston Villa will go into Group B alongside AFC Wimbledon, Crawley and Portsmouth. And here's a full reminder of the groups then for the southern groups of the EFL Trophy. And as you can see, Michael's team, Tottenham, are in Group D alongside Wycombe, Stevenage and Peterborough, and Clinton's former team, Crystal Palace, in Group E with Bristol Rovers, Plymouth and Swindon. Gentlemen, well done. OK, guys watching at home, hope you're happy with the draw that you got there. And Clinton, your old team, Michael pulled Crystal Palace out of the hat there. But, you know, it'd be fascinating, won't it, seeing these under-21 teams and the players within those squads. And also, word on the league clubs as well, the Football League clubs, who will no doubt have their own young players who have all got big futures ahead of them as well.
Yeah, this is a brilliant competition. I wish when I was playing that our young under-21s teams could get an opportunity like that. I know there's a lot of exciting young players at Crystal Palace. They'll be looking forward to it. We alluded to it, we spoke about it earlier. Dorse made a great point. It's good experience for these youngsters to go and play. And at the end of it, you can win a cup competition and you can play at Wembley. I think it's valuable experience. So good luck to Palace. That's who I'm cheering on, Pete.
Yeah, I'm sure, no doubt that. And you'll be cheering on Tottenham, I imagine, Michael. And, you know, for the Football League clubs as well, it's an opportunity to test themselves against the sort of stars of tomorrow, if you like, with those under-21 invited.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the draw. Wycombe in the playoffs last year. Peterborough just coming down from the Championship, so back in the competition is going to be hard for Spurs. But it's an opportunity to go and play. I also looked at Grimsby promoted from the National League. A friend of mine, Paul Hurst and Chris Doig, did an incredible job there. Whether they'll be happy that I pulled Man City out of the hat, I'm not too sure, because you know the way Man City play, that will go all the way through the football club, so they're going to have a lot of running to do there. But it's a great opportunity for, as you say, the teams coming up and the younger players of the next generation at the so-called bigger clubs.
Yeah, you might be getting a text message or two from your mates, I think, after that. Great stuff, guys. That's brilliantly done. We're going to be reflecting more on that draw as well. The group stage is all done for the Papa John's Trophy, and we'll be chatting to both Clinton and Michael about that and picking out some of the fixtures and talking about some of the top players as well that have emerged from this competition. That's after the break.